Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Stadium game. I am playing Reaper. I've been having a lot of fun with this hero. Hell Shroud power. So while you're in Wraith form, if you pass through enemies, you deal 25% of your max life in like a damage over time. You slow them and reduce their attack speed. But this makes Reaper kind of interesting for me. In this video, obviously as you've seen in the intro, we're also going to be getting the power that allows us to fly. And pretty much the goal is fly through players, burn them, and let's see what we can do with it. So round one, we're up against Ramatra, May, Soldier 76, Lucio, and a Mercy. On our team, we have Ryan, Reaper, Vendetta, Mercy, and Juno. I'm going straight into round one. Obviously, we picked that power first. I don't know if it is the best choice, first of all, because you don't have too much max life. But then again, neither do your enemies. We've also gone with, I think we went with Electrolyte, Stratosphere Beacon, and compensate for some weapon power, because adding the extra max life just from plus 25 health items isn't going to be amazing. We might as well have some weapon power, try and generate some cash, as we push a little bit too aggressively into the enemy spawn. But look, I'm not a Reaper player. I have played quite a lot with this build, maybe like 6 games or so. This was a funny game. Let's just put it that way. I've had better games for sure, but this was a funny game, so I thought I'd share this one with you guys. I think it's quite strong, actually. I think if I refine the build a bit more and really figure out what I'm going to get, then yeah, it could actually be borderline meta. But there's definitely some optimizations to be made, but I wanted to show you guys some of the early progress with it, as we're just trying to put out as much damage as we can. We do fade through them. I may call it fade, Wraith form, you know, you get the idea. But just to still get that damage wherever we can. Big shatter from the Ryan, tanks down. This Lucio also is quite annoying in this game, but we get our revenges later on. I tried to pass through the May, but just rolls away. No problem. Our Mercy very, very low here. Yeah, they've used beat. I was going to walk up to that little choke point and use my ultimate, but as soon as I heard beat, we thought, let's wait. And now we can pop in now. May walls, we break through it. May taken down as well. Reaper. Sorry, we're Reaper. Mercy using her ult. 76 using his ult as well. So we might have to back off a little bit here. Probably firing way outside of optimal ranges for Reaper, but oof, we're a bit scared of the close range when we haven't got our Wraith form up. Just gonna Wraith through that. Can we get more than one player? We do. That's more damage, therefore more cash. So we shadow step on out there. I mean, we're just kind of crushing this first round. The game does get more interesting than this for sure. Lucio's putting pressure on the tank. We may as well stay here. Ooh, burning players. It's not going to 100 to 0 players by any means, but if you hit a lot of players with it, I mean, look, we've got nearly 4k damage already. If you hit a lot of players with it, then that adds up. Let's say it's doing 100 damage. Obviously, you go through all 5 of the enemy team, and yeah, you're going to just straight up deal 500 damage. And yeah, I mean, it also helps with eliminations and stuff. But trust me, this game gets really funny. Like, the fear in the enemies, this is how they should react to seeing Reaper come at them. You just wait. Thank you very much for the res, Mercy. There's more cash. Lucio's there. Soldier's here as well. Gonna try and chase him down. Burn! Oh. Ryan kind of stole the kill. That's not a problem. 12 eliminations. 4,500 damage. You know, it's not crazy numbers, but it is certainly numbers. So, no MVP for us. 13.4k cash. That is enough to buy 1 key item. Now, first of all, Wretched Wings, while using Wraith form, gain the ability to fly. We're going to get that. This definitely is not optimal, but it's so much fun. There's several powers that you could pick instead of this. And the item that we got, I didn't see the name of it, but it is the one which extends Wraith form duration and I think movement speed. So it's a key item for this build. You're going to want it. I'm not sure. Okay, having just said that, I think your cooldown starts at the end of Wraith form, so there might be a downside to having it. But the reason why I say that you do want it is that you can actually hit players twice. So you can pass through them once and the effect kind of wears off, and you can apply it again. So you can do double the damage, which is why I like it. Also, it allows you to escape. Like, you're not always going to be going in like and just staying there, right? And with this flying power, it gives us some time to burn some players and then be able to fly on out of there. And this is the perfect map to demonstrate it. Let's see. Flying Reaper is back. We're on round 2 and we're going straight towards the enemy team. Right, pass through some players. It might take me a bit of getting used to this, so bear with it at the start. The cooldown's quite long on it, which is... Oh, soldiers up there. Of course, we'll just burn him. And now kill him. Well, Juno stole that kill, but it's fine. We did most of the work. Pushing over onto the Ramatra, who is taken down. May, burn, and then Brexit. Look how much... Maid went down, by the way. Look how much height we can get afterwards. Like, we can fly really far. And the other thing is you only have to really fly straight up in the air, because then you can shadow step while you're in the air and get back somewhere to safety. So we're okay with kind of going in with this. And then we can fly up if we wanted to. Shadow step away. Oh, Lucio does go down. And then, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Mercy's trying to put pressure on us, but we'll fly after her. Oh, we got the burn. See, this is what I mean. We can just fly, wait for some cooldowns, and then do it again. Well, not if the soldier can also fly. Okay, well played. Got to give credit where credit's due. Juno did manage to get revenge for me, but great little play up there. Just revenge from us flying up there in the first place. 2 characters that aren't really meant to be so airborne. Oh, Mercy burning as well. Up we go again. And we can also glide, by the way. That's one thing which is cool about this power. So you can fly up in the sky and then you can glide. So you don't have to like land on the floor right away. Like now, we're just gliding like a Mercy. And sometimes it's really cool because players don't notice you're there. Like, they look around, they hear the Reaper point blank, and they just kind of ignore you. Oh, don't think we're going to be able to do much with this. Look how much height we can get afterwards. It's insane. See, the Lucio doesn't know where we are. Eliminated. And that gliding is also going to buy time for our cooldown to come back again. So let's go burn some players, burn the Mercy, fly up in the air, glide, shadow step, and wait for a cooldown. I mean, obviously we can still pot shot with dire triggers or whatever it's called. Wanted to try and deny the mega. Oh, Lucio got rocked up. Shadow step on out of there. We still got 3 seconds until our Wraith form cooldown. We got it up now, but we're okay because of this superstar Rhine. Did get an elimination there. Oh. Mercy flying away. There is a Lucio coming at us though. We haven't got our cooldown yet. Oh. Okay, we have to use this one defensively. Can we? No. Let's go into the high ground. Just safe from the May. Soldier went up here as well. Okay, he is shooting us, but we're just going to link up with the rest of our team. No connect there that time. Ramatra pushing in. Soldier was jumping up top to try and put some pressure on us. He is very weak. Soldier down, Ramatra here. Let's burn some players even though they've got beat on them right now. We've got our ult. Okay. I mean, we're going to use it here, right? Go on. Reaper's ult's terrible. Still, I press it. And I will continue to press it. I mean, Vanadium would be really good with this kind of build. But I do find that I get a few kills with the ult. But having that extra cooldown reduction, the movement speed's really good. Like to have with this. And enemy team does somehow manage to take this round. They kind of... I don't know, really, actually. I think maybe we messed it up. A bit too many spawn plays, not enough objective plays. But still, 10k cash. It's a decent amount to have. We had 12 eliminations as well. Going on to Throne of Anubis.
It's time for the teams to consult their playbooks.
So remember, it does damage based on your max life. Mecha Z series or Mecha Z series, depending on where you're from, is a pretty good choice. Now, we could also get Cyber Venom, which is applied. We can... I mean, there's so many options, and we're trying to figure out Skyline Nanites. Well, that damage that we do, why don't we deal it again if we fly through some players? I think it probably counts. Neverfrost is pretty good as well. Like, if you get debuffed, you're going to get 10% of max life as overhealth. And since we're building max life, that's pretty cool. Don't know if we... I mean, Skyline Nanites doesn't give us max health. That's one of the problem. It doesn't increase that. Neverfrost here. Yeah, I think this is pretty decent. What counts as a debuff? Well, not entirely sure, but there's probably something like a May slow or, you know, we'll see. But in theory, that should give us a load of overhealth. Our max life has increased a lot. And with this build later on, we become very tanky, which is good because that allows us to just kind of stay in a little bit more. Duel some players who've got insane weapon power and go from there. So, round 3. Lucio's already in the point. Getting very low, actually. We're quite happy to just try and get into the choke. Apply this to as many players as we can. It lasts for so long as well. We haven't got a cooldown here, though. I don't really want to go point blank range. Ow. Lucio and May with a combo there. I don't really want to go point blank range with Reaper. We don't have like additional weapon power and everyone's health is going to start scaling up. Later on into the game, it just becomes more about passing through enemies. So in the early rounds, we took a little bit of weapon power because we know for a fact that we're not going to deal that much damage to them. Oh, can we pass through some more players here? Buy some time for if we needed a shadow step. Yeah, we use Shadow Step just normally to buy some time between the cooldowns. Oh, we would have gone to the high ground there, but Ryan hit a shatter, so we want to get involved in that. Yeah, I mean, we still need to cap the previous point. Let's add a burn to the Mercy as well. Up onto the Soldier. Can we actually do some damage? We've got our ult. Could potentially use that. There we go. Didn't really do too much. Soldier uses his ult. Can we get the Mercy? No, good flying. Very good flying. We couldn't quite track her there. We do manage to take that back point. Now we've got to fight for this mid point, which we're already there, but we have just lost our tank. I wasn't missing health. Can we get him again? I don't know if we did. I don't think we did. Okay, Soldier didn't see where we went, which is convenient. Mayult's there, but we can just wraith through it. Okay, back all the way out though. Right, I mean, our tank's down again. That's a bit of a problem. We've got to really get some damage on several players, which we do. Can we also get the Soldier and Lucio? I think we got all of them there. That's so much damage, like ticking over. The downside is Mercy heals quite a lot. Lucio will, you know, you're not going to kill the Lucio just with that damage, but because of the AoE, which also kind of counters us a bit, this would be a lot better against a different support comp for sure. Okay, use it to get to the high ground. Also had some burn. We only get one target there. And here's that Soldier. It's taking a bit of damage. Reaper ult again. Another version of this build can almost certainly be actually trying to utilize Reaper's ult. So going kind of tanky AP and then getting something like Catalytic Crystal just so that you can build ults even faster. And then you can actually utilize some of Reaper's powers and items for its Death Blossom as well. That could be an option for us, but right now we're just concentrating entirely on dealing damage, going tanky, playing up next to the enemy team. Oh, got a burn on the Soldier there. Last second. Not going to be able to... Look, we don't even move. Like, their health doesn't even move. Oh, okay, we got a Wraith form there. Some sort of ability lifesteal or the power to heal us when we use that could be quite useful here, but I don't think we end up getting that one because we end up being pretty tanky And there's other powers that we want to take. Missed the Mei. Lucio's chasing us down. Is going to get the kill. Ooh, Mercy with another res again. Does allow us to go in and contest. Mei booped us back, but we can just raid through that as well. Nearly got our ultimate. I don't want to leave the point, otherwise I would have chased the Mercy. Death Blossom coming in again. Doesn't get any kills. The Mercy was so low. We haven't got... Oh, are we going to get out of here? Just about. We get another Wraith form over onto pretty much all of their team. I think they're complaining about the soldier. I don't know why. It seems fine to me. You know, jumping up in the air and getting the kills, but... this doesn't look like it's going too well for our team. Enemy team getting time on the point. Juno is taken down. Ryan's back in though. Flying Ryan. Oh, there's a Mei ult though. I'm not sure he'll be able to even touch or get out of that. We try and shadow step to the point. It didn't work. 9k damage. That was not really from the weapon. Yeah, we're having a look at some of their items just so that we can decide, is it worth getting debuffs? Mercy's putting out really good healing. Lucio, not so much. Is it worth getting something like Cyber Venom? Wall of Life and Death. Now, this is an interesting power. I don't know if we'll pick that one yet. I think we do. So, with this power, while you're in Wraith form, you become larger and you block incoming projectiles and also provide healing for allies near you. That's pretty cool. You stand in front of your team, you just like absorb those projectiles. Nothing happens, your health doesn't go down because, you know, you're untargetable. That's something that could definitely be utilized against several team compositions. Also, the healing could result in us getting more cash. In the meantime, though, we're trying to have a look at what items we can get. Just trying to increase our max life as much as possible. We want lots of damage. Movement speed's also quite decent, so Repulsion Greaves gives us a little bit of extra health. Stratosphere. Nah, let's go Frenzy Amplifier because it's move speed. We get an elimination that might help us get out. We do end up picking Wall of Life and Death. And yeah, it's quite cool. Also, the fact that we grow in size means that we'll probably trigger the first power against more players. So, you know, you don't have to get as close because our character hitbox has grown. You can also, by the way, I wouldn't recommend this, but I was practicing in the practice range. So it's like Colossal Core or something. The gadget increases your grow size. Well, that's going to mean that you're going to block more projectiles. You could use the gadget and then Wraith form, and you become pretty big. Like, the gadget adds a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, each time we Wraith form in front of their team now, we're blocking projectiles, which is pretty cool, and we're healing players that are near us. So that's going to be really annoying, like, for them to deal with. Soldiers escaping. Not on my watch. Lucio jumping around, but it's not enough on our team. Even though we're 2-1 down right now. We do take the midpoint. We can always leave. Just got to watch out for the Mei wall, so we went a little bit high on that. Oh, they are pushing us, though. We don't have our burn. Mei ult coming in. We still don't have a Wraith form for that. Okay, get 2. Any more? We've got our ult as well. Could use this on the choke point. We get the soldier with it. We finally get a kill. Actually, I think we've got a couple of those, but we can shadow step out of there. So enemy team are going to be retaking that point. We did get 46% though. We've dealt nearly 3k damage. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's certainly not like a carry build. You don't just crush everybody, but you really eat into their health. And being tanky, you can start contesting stuff. Soldier uses Visor. Gonna back off there, especially with the beat also coming in. Enemy team cleaned up a few of our players, but Ryan's doing what Ryan can do. Can we get anything on this soldier? A burn. Take the Mega. We also get the burn on the Lucio and help taking down the Mei. Hopefully we should be able to push this. Could always shadow step. Yeah, directly behind them. Do we just go to the point? Yeah, the Lucio boop's a little bit annoying. Fly, get a burn on the Mercy. I think we connected with that. Got the soldier, got the Lucio as well. Tag, you're it. Should be the name of the build. It's Mercy flying up top. Can we, no. Let's just focus on the point. Enemy team up to 80%, but we're on 50 and currently have control. Okay, a burn over onto the Mei. Get the soldier. We couldn't get the soldier really in spawn. We'll just wait for the next one. Got our ult again. You see what I mean? I think we could actually build ults really, really quickly. Oh, okay. Cheeky little burn. Who's that? Okay, their Mercy left the game. That's unfortunate for them. Mercy joined the game. That's fortunate for them. Just hit the like button on the video. Right, soldier flying in the air. We went back for him. He wasn't expecting that. I don't know why he didn't go in when he's on 1 health, but maybe thought we're not chasing. We get another kill with the ult on the 1 health Lucio. Ramatra on the point. Burn. Get the burn on the Mercy if she needed it. She did not. The soldier trying to jump through to the point, but there's too many players in front. 6.6k damage. I mean, we're keeping up with all the other players on the team. It's definitely dealing damage. We're also technically healing and blocking projectiles for our team. You know, this is what, to me, makes the build viable. You know, 25k damage. We've got more damage than everyone on their team, apart from their Ramatra. So, while also being tanky, let's add some debuffs into there. Cyber Venom. All those players that we keep passing through, we can reduce their healing. We can go a complete debuff build, by the way, if we want. Cyber Venom, Sundering Vial, Liquid Nitrogen. Actually, I don't know if that's worth it because it might not stack with the slow that's already on the power. Okay, get rid of that item. 3-tap Tommy Gun. So this item is just busted, right? It's busted in all sense. It especially in the later rounds, it's going to deal more and more damage as players have more and more health. So I just wanted to try it. We're not doing much damage with our normal weapon, so why not have it just do a bit of damage over time based on their max life. So we'll give that a go. Now question is, do we want more health with that last 3k, or do we want to get something like electrolytes? Means we can get out from spawn. Could also get more AP. First aid kit would be quite a decent choice. Ability lifesteal is an option. So yeah, because we haven't gone for the power that heals us when we're in Wraith form, ability lifesteal should hopefully get some of our life back. First aid kit might have also just done that anyway, because you're in Wraith form for quite a while, so you're not actually taking damage, and then that's going to recharge our health a bit quicker. So that might work just as an option anyway. The other thing is that if you could potentially go for like shields on Reaper here, because every time that you go in Wraith form, your shields are going to recharge by the time you come out of that. I don't know why I'm shaking my head here. We weren't happy with something. Oh well, who knows, it's a mystery. Okay, let's get that burn on. Oh, can't get the Mei. Can we get other players though? We're going in pretty deep here though. Okay, that's fine though. Ryan is there. Got us covered. Gotta watch out for the Lucio. We can hear him jumping around us. And a good Lucio can do a lot of damage. Their Mei leaves the game again. Guess it's just a quick crash or something, or you know, they've got a bug. Okay, Lucio. Oh, Vendetta taking him down. Ramatra's there. Yeah, if we weren't slowed, we'd probably just go in for a little burn there. Okay, the Mercy is joining the game again. They're not losing too much time from those disconnects, but it's still no doubt giving us a little bit of advantage. Go on, soldier, run. Okay, we need to run now. We need to really run. They saw where we were going. I mean, it was very telegraphed, right? But no problem. Not the best round for us so far. There's still time. Oh, Mercy with another res. The third in the game, I believe. Let's get this burn on the soldier. Oh, and the Ramatra. Mayult comes in. No, we're getting frozen by it. Ah, that's unfortunate. Maybe we got a little bit too greedy. Lucio did beat though. Have we even got the players alive? Oh, you know what? We do have quite a few players alive actually. Mei does take down our Mercy. But we'll be back in the fight shortly. So other ideas for this are, of course, building more cooldown reduction. There is a power where eliminations reduce your cooldowns, which makes sense to buy, but the problem is with that, you've actually got to get the cooldowns. I mean, sorry, you've got to get the eliminations. Oh, can we ult this soldier? If he pushed under that bridge, then we would have just straight up ulted him. Burning, ulting, eliminating. Okay, Lucio being smart here, blocking the objective. We are in the lead though, but what else is a Lucio going to do? Burn, that's what they're going to do. Just waiting for a bit more time with cooldowns. We can shadow step straight in there. It's like not a problem to do that because we can always fly out. Get the burn. I saw the Mercy. Mercy's burning soldier running back to spawn again. Does get a little burn on him. Lucio's pushing close to us. May here with an ult. Do manage to shadow step out of that one just about in time. Is there any burn targets here? Soldier. No, we don't quite get there. But he takes a lot of damage. Just manages to escape. He's running to spawn again. No surprise. He's out of the fight then. So it looks like we are going to be taking this round. 3-2 the score. It's looking good, but it's unfortunate that they did have a lever. Damage not very good. I said it wasn't a good round. We only dealt like 4k damage and 7.3k cash. Let's just not talk about it. We're going into round 6, of course. Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies. So it's power time. We could take that Wraith renewal. Give us some life back when we're in Wraith form. Survival items. Nebula Conduit's quite cool. Divine Intervention, thinking about shields. Also the cost. We've got this is one of the big problems here. We've got 20k and all of these items cost 11. That leaves us with 9k. I mean, we could get Sundering Vial. Like, just add another debuff in there. I think that kind of works, but yeah, it's annoying that all of the good survival items are normally above 11k now, or 11k or above. Eliminations reduce the cooldown of Wraith Form by 50% and Shadow Step by 100%. I mean, the problem is we have to get the eliminations. But if we do, that could be really cool, especially if we can just consistently apply burns to players and then we get an elimination and the cooldown gets reduced and then we can just go again because we're so tanky. 681 health right off the bat. Looking at their builds here. 3-tap Tommy gun, by the way, didn't seem to work. It didn't work well with our build, put it that way. Flying soldier. Having a bit of fun. We're going to shadow step aggressively into the enemy team and get this burn early. 2 players, we're not going to get the soldier, surely. Oh, no, it just ran out by then. Soldier with some over health, but we've got Sundering Vial, which is convenient. Oh, there's the Mercy. We are chasing her. In this, come on, the burn. Okay, we got the burn on her. Didn't manage to get a kill, but you can fly, but you can't hide. Oh, can we cut off the Lucio? No, he didn't. If they were pushing our Juno there, we might have been able to get the kill. Well, not a kill, but at least apply the burn to them. Ramattra taken down. We're over in their spawn. We can Wraith Form there, apply that burn to both Mercy and Lucio. Mercy using that Colossus Core, I think, turning gold there. It's one of those builds where it's very unlikely that we actually kill, like, we don't solo kill anybody, right? But if we can just keep burning and applying debuffs and using ultimates on 1 health Lucios, then we can get some value. Mercy's there, we're flying again, chasing her in the sky. Gotta watch out though. She could have probably kept going back there because we would have had a bit of a tricky situation when our Wraith Form ran out. And actually, no, we can glide. So we would have been able to glide all the way back in and just Shadow Step. We probably would have been okay. Okay, Shadow Step at the back. Still 3 seconds on cooldown. Lucio's here. We're going to use this. Okay, we got a little speed boost there from something. Got a burn on the soldier. It's not doing too much. Our Ryan does get taken down. Can we Shadow Step to the Mega? Just about. There's a barrier there. We can go kind of straight back in. Trying to apply that burn. We do get the Ramatra, but we have to bail. As Mercy reses our tank. Enemy team making a lot of progress though, so let's go and try and interrupt that. It's just a Mei on the objective. Not the most fun one to fight with this build, but we can certainly try and stop the objective from moving. You know, we are very, very tanky. This is no 300 health Moira. This is a 693 health Reaper with all sorts of damage reductions and an ultimate that does nothing. Whole team's shooting at us here. 61 health remaining. Okay, Wraith form early. Get some of that ability life steal, as well as go back to our supports. Enemy team still making objective progress though. Ramatra's over onto our Rhine. Does get taken down. Let's go and block the objective. Who is it? It's still the Mei. Not having the most entertaining round. We're here just to give you some fun. Lucio did join the party as well. Try and burn him twice here. That's what we were trying to do. Hang around. Wait for the first one to wear off, because that second one might have been able to eliminate him. Especially with Cyber Venom. Oh, get another burn on them. We're chasing around a Lucio on Reaper. What is this? Okay, we lost him. No idea where he went. Guess out the door or something. Big shatter from our Rhine over onto the Ramatra. Burn comes in. Mercy also taken down. Mayult comes in as well. We're out of that though. We do TP behind them, trying to move forward here. May's still in that room. None of our team are on either objectives. That's unfortunate. We had 3 players by their one. That yeah, he says sorry, my bad. I think it was all of our bad. Like, I mean, we're not going to say no, us as well, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Still, 3-3 does mean we're going to be going into this final round. Vanadium's an option. I was thinking about that, the closer, right? Only because of the deal 10% damage to targets that are low life. That applies to everything. It's not just to like your weapons. So that might actually be quite cool to just deal an extra 10% in the moments when you really need to deal it. The thing is, maybe we can just get additional damage just from having more max life, right? But then the closer would be good because it will make our weapon do a little bit more. I'm looking at all the health. If you see, we can hover over them and we can see how much it actually adds. So I think it's not too good to get Mecha here because we could lose a very small amount of life but get so many more stats. So this is giving us an extra 100 life once we've got our ultimate, but the movement speed's going to be good. The cooldown reduction is going to be insane. Maybe we don't want the closer. Leaves us with 14k. Maybe, well, I mean, that does add quite a lot more now, and we'll add more again. Could do. Ogundimu is an option. We've got to decide quickly. Okay, that's going to give us damage reduction, extra max life. We have 718 life now. When Vanadium kicks in, we'd also have an extra 50, and then all the multipliers are going to apply on that. However, our Vendetta has left the game. That's not going to be good for us. Our Vendetta, I think, was putting out the most damage on our team. So we've got to hope that our tankiness can just kind of stall this out. And we've also got to hope they will come back a bit like the enemy Mercy did. Hopefully it's quick. Mercy, you're going to burn. No way you're escaping that one. Didn't get a second burn there. Does do a little bit of damage, but she does have, I think, flash heal, is it, or something, which she can kind of just trigger. So it's more getting cooldowns out of her than actually getting the elimination. Another burn onto her there. Okay, we've got our ult. That means Vanadium's live. Thing is, do we need our ult here? We're really not focused on try-hard aiming, if you like. We're sort of always looking around positions, playing a bit like Moira style, where, you know, we're focused on, okay, where's the next fade gonna be? Because, you know, it's something you don't have to aim with, and well, in this situation, we're not really aiming that much with Reaper unless it's a situation like that. Got our ult. I really want to use it. Still, our player hasn't come back yet. This is bad. We're still fighting for this first point, though. As long as we can stay on here for, a while. Our tank is down, though. That just leaves me as the off tank. Our life isn't that good. Can we get up onto the high ground? But we've got to jump down because they're going to cap it. That's a problem. Big problem. We've got 5.6k damage. Our Vendetta is back again. That's okay. It's kind of balanced out the game a bit, right? The Mercy left a couple of times for a little bit. Now our Vendetta left for a little bit longer. Let's just go. We can still win this game for sure. So, Gliding Reaper. Got our Shadow Step if we need to use it. Let's just get that burn on as many players as possible. Got the Lucio. Got the Soldier here as well. Okay, I think we sold Sundering Vial. Which, yeah, is going to be a bit annoying. Ramatra dealing damage, taking down our Mercy. Soldier's weak, though. Very weak. Soldier's eliminated. Ramatra does take out our Juno. We're just adding the burn to as many players as possible. Does Ryan get a kill? Or does over onto the Mei with a Fire Strike? Back onto the point. Enemy team up to 75% capped. We are all over the point here. We've got another cooldown. More burns applied. But maybe their healing is just too insane here. With the Lucio as well. Mini Beat comes in. Mercy gets that res off. The resurrects are very, very frustrating to deal with. Soldier up top, burning. Got to make sure that we're touching the point. Still have our ult, but can't really use it surely. Although this is getting very frustrating. Beat comes in as well. Mail, we've got to get out of that. Over onto the point, making sure that we get a touch. Mercy with another res. They're just so hard to kill in time. Oh, Mercy does manage to res our Ryan though. Ramatra ult coming in. This is lasting quite a while. Ryan's getting pressed back. There's nothing we can do to stop that either. I mean, we're taking too much damage here. Wraith form. Let's put some damage on some players. Back up top. We haven't got much life. We're going to have to. Surely we have to use the ult here. There we go. But it's up against the Mei block who pushes us off the point. We get 13k damage. 50k overall. But unfortunately, the enemy team do take the round. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. I thought that was quite a fun one. Yeah, we lost the game. Sometimes I do like to add the losses in there, especially if they're what I consider a good game. I'm going to experiment more with this build. Hopefully, we'll see you in future videos. Guys, GG. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. Bye.